Alright guys, welcome back to another Eve tutorial. Today featuring scanning and hacking. Why am I doing this? Because I feel it needs to be done. I haven't seen a lot of new updates. I've seen people talking about the new scanner window and such, but not so much about how to actually scan when there's... How many SIGs do I got? A lot of SIGs. So what do you do? What do you do? There's so many, you don't know where to start. So let me talk you through what I do. First of all, sort your SIG list by signal, not any other way. And then I just take it, plop it over the top, kind of get a good cluster, maybe all of them, no, a little closer cluster, and then just analyze that. And then from there, if some of them pop up a little higher, then you narrow in on this top one and start scanning that. Why do you do that? Well, because you can weed out so many, like, okay, that one's a wormhole, just ignore it for now. I'm not even worried about it. I got my home to lowsec already bookmarked. I don't need to worry about where that other wormhole goes. Your objective is not to go deeper into the wormhole. Now this is actually a shattered wormhole. Now a shattered wormhole is one where nobody can inhabit, but it has a significantly higher spawn rate of sites. Ugh, gas sites. Yeah, gas sites are pretty common. Those are the bane of my existence in wormhole space. Space janitors, do your work. Clean it up. So, now that I have one, like, there's not as big of a grouping and I've already weeded out 5 of them, now I can start narrowing in on the higher ones on my list. Which, I have a really high scan strength, because this is my scanning ult, which is almost maxed scan strength. So this is a little bit easier for me, but it'll take a little bit of practice as well, figuring out, okay, where do I place this block? Where do I, like, what side of the grouping do I start narrowing in on? Stuff like that. And that's an important skill to learn, and you'll learn it. Don't worry about it. It'll come with time. You just need to practice. But come on, give me something good. Okay, this is important. This is an important part. So, when you get something that splits like that, see that bar? Now, I'm going to tell you what I'm pretty sure it is, and watch it be wrong. There are 2 schools of thought. One is the one that's closer to a celestial body, i.e. this one. What I have been told, and what I find is more practical, or more often right, is the one that is furthest away from the origin of the scan. So I was right here. This is where I was before. So now if I take this over and bring it up, this should be it. Now I'm going to really narrow in on this one, which means I'm probably not going to get it. So actually, I'm not going to narrow in that much, because I'm a coward, and I don't like being wrong. Let's see if I'm right. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. Place your bets now. Place your bets now. Alright, the betting is officially closed. Oh, look at that. Look at it. I was right. So there it is. The furthest one from the origin of your most recent scan. Let's hope this is a good one. I should have done this before I started scanning here, but I need to check the class of this wormhole to make sure I can run it. But this is shattered, so it should have faction. I'll explain what I mean by faction data relic sites in a minute. Forgotten core. Okay, I cannot run this one. There will be rats. Why? Because in this name here, it doesn't have a faction, such as Sancha's, Garistas. What are the other ones? Mordu's lead. Nah, Mordu's doesn't have. I don't think Mordu's has them, honestly. But either way, it would have a faction name in there. So I can just go ahead and ignore this one. And now I can continue working down my list. There's not really a good grouping, so I'm just gonna pick the next one on top of my list. Grab it. You know what? No, we're gonna do a 2AU scan. I'm going ham. Again, I can do this because my scan strength, I'll bring it up when I recall my probes, but my scan strength is like 127, I think. And most new people's is going to be like 60. Something like that. So let's hope this is a good one. Also, another indicator, when you're looking for shattereds, 1, there'll be this epicenter, and 2, it'll always start with J0. That's how you know it's going to be a Shattered. There's 1 or 2 legacy wormholes before Shattered came out. Shattereds are a new addition to Wormhole, relatively speaking. There's 1 or 2 systems that still have the J0 that are not Shattered. Those are really hard to run into when there's over 1,000 wormholes. Might actually be over 2,000. Unsecured. Okay, see, again, there is no faction indicator. So I'm going to take this time to check and see if this is a good wormhole to be in. Now, how are you going to do that? Well, let me switch to my monitor capture here. Alright, so we have that. I can show you that. This is Dotland. This is the site I use to look up what wormhole I'm in when I'm doing random search or random scanning. I mean, my corp has a tool, but so what is this? Where is it? Yeah, it'll give you a bunch of information. Wormhole class 6. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and leave this system now because it does not have what I want. Class 6 and class 4, 5, and 6 will not have faction data relic sites as a rule. Shattered wormholes sometimes are the exception, and they may have it. I haven't done enough scanning to confirm or deny that. But if you go into a class 4, 5, or 6, just move on. Don't even try scanning data and relics because they're going to have rats. So I'm going to go ahead and move on with my life. And I will see you when I find a good data site to hack. Alright, we found it. Finally found one. I've been through like 6 wormholes. It's amazing how when you're trying to find something, it just doesn't exist. It's just not there. And I don't understand it. But anyways, here we go. We found one. Ruined Serpentis Monument. And that's what it looks like, if you're wondering. That's the little icon. Alright, so here we go. Let's lay your bets now in the comments below on do I get ganked here. Because I am in a wormhole. I am in a wormhole. Oh man, that rogue swarm nest is definitely dating this video. So let's go. Let's go in. It's a relic site. Oh, somebody got a kill. What? Sorry, somebody just posted a kill in corp chat. So I'm gonna check it out while I'm here. Ooh, they have an Astra house. Oh no, somebody got suspect baited. Oh well, not my problem. Alright, here we are. Here we are. What do we want first? What's the plan? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go check this Astra house and see if there's anybody there. No, not 30. Not 30. Let's go at 100. 30's a little close. Sometimes things get a little touchy. So we're better off warping at 30. We'll come back to this. Should I probably warp to it at 100 so I can maybe warp down to something instead of slow boating it over there? I have a prop mod for that reason, but still. The less time I'm uncloaked, the better. Is anybody here? Nobody's here. Somebody's been here. Somebody's definitely going to try and kill me. Just watch. Hopefully I can get through one can first, though. This doesn't always work, warping at 100. You're usually better off warping at 0. Those things were pretty far away from the warp in. So there's probably something I can warp to. That's why I'm doing it this way. In case you're wondering what that kill mail was, a Rourke got blinky baited. And he ended up having a little bit of bling on him. Alright, let's just head this way for a minute or two. Let's reload this. By a minute or two, I mean literally like 2 seconds. Anything on Dscan? Nothing on Dscan. Haha, that's my corp name. We're gonna warp in here. Alright, what's my probe strength? Oh, it's only 117. I must not have my implants in. I generally speaking have fairly expensive implants, but I think this pod lost them. I don't know why I keep expensive implants on my ult, but he's generally not in combat anyways. So alright, here, let's set orbit 4500. This is a relic. So alright, first thing upon entering here, see the shape, go ham. Alright, now another thing, before I continue going ham. Dscan. these numbers, when I click on that number, that is how many clicks I am away from something of value. So there I was 2. Here I'm 3, 2, 1. There. That is something of value. That is a power-up. I'm glad I went that way because that's a nice one. So here I'm 2. So that means there's probably something here. What it looks like, but I don't care about that. Oh, this one repairs everything else. So I definitely need to kill this first. Nope, that's the wrong way. That's also the wrong way. I still have 1 charge on my defense thinger, so I'm going to use it. And what's up here? Nothing. These things I save for last. Those things are 50-50s. And more often than not, it seems like they screw me. I'm just going to hover my finger on V. Okay, 5. I should have taken my own advice and just stopped there. You don't need to go further. That's 3. Alright, going for it. Dang it. Not what I need. I'm going to kill this one. And that's not what I need. But I got to take the hit. Okay, found the core. Can I kill it? Yes, I can. Alright, cool. Check that Dscan again. I don't want a cloaky interdictor warping up on me and bubbling me. I'm in a clean pod, I'm in a clean pod, so we're fine. Alright, not a ton. That's okay. Let's move on to the next one. Go ahead and hit orbit, unlock this. And let's pulse that micro warp drive. Easy enough, right? This is one we're going to? Yeah, go ahead and lock this up. I only pulsed it because I want to try and land on it. Like, I want to come out of orbit. My range is 6K, so there I am. I'm in range now. And what's my default? 2000. Okay, alright, so let's go ham. Always hit that one right away because you can build up to more than your maximum strength. Look at that. Easy. Let's go on this one now. Super quick. I again have really high skills in this, but in this stuff, it's mostly just knowing how to... Oh, what? Oh, I drifted out. Alright, so I only have 1 more shot, otherwise it'll blow up. It doesn't deal damage when this one blows up. There are some that it will deal damage, but this one does not. I'm back in range. Let's try this again. Good practice, good practice. Okay, that's not the way. There's something in there, though, and I want it. Man, I'm finding all this stuff. Oop, there it is. See, I didn't have to break through anything to get that. It was just there. And look at that, 3 million. Easy. Easy money. This is a great way for beginners to earn money. Super great. Oop, don't hit the Windows key. Hit the Control key. Control click is lock. So this one I don't need. This one. Again, just spam through it until you hit something, then change direction. There are some that you need to use. Like, okay, this one is that one that does 20 damage each turn. So I'm going to use this here because I can check out over here while that's dying. And then we got a wrench, so use the wrench. Always use the wrench. We got a few 50-50s there. Anything of use here. Okay, this one decreases your strength by 50%. So this one's got to go because they can stack. Like, you can get 3 or 4 of them until you're only doing 5 damage, which really sucks. That's one of those that you have to take out right away. Alright, so let's go to this one. Again, hit that micro warp drive. I may let this one go for an extra cycle, depending on where I am. Yeah, I'm going to have to let that one go for an extra cycle. I'm going to zip right by this one, guaranteed. Anyone on Dscan? No one at all. Cool. This is kind of a good indicator when there's an event site on on your overview. That means somebody probably hasn't been here for a little bit. So it's those little indicators that you can get. Can you like use your agility? Am I on a wormhole? I'm probably in a wormhole that has an effect. That looks like the cataclysmic variable thinger. I'm gonna go with this as a cataclysmic. What's my shield at? Oh, that's not what I want to look at. I don't know what my cap time is. Yeah, I think this is a cataclysmic variable. So my shield regen or shield capacity. Yep, it is. Look, my capacitor is much bigger than it was before. Cataclysmic variable increases your capacitor size. Alright. Wow, that was a lot of ones right off the... You saw that. That was a lot of ones. So these things are just annoying. They're pretty straightforward. 50 HP, 20 attack. Pretty simple. And I know this one's going to be easy because they only have 50. Let me see if I can find a different type. This one repairs you for 6 over every turn, and it does so 3 times. I'm trying to find other types of defenses. Like this one's just a really balanced one. I don't need to worry about that. These are the ones that, yeah, high strength, high attack, they can really mess you up. Not too bad for me, though. Sometimes you gotta take a calculated hit every now and again. So, it's not that bad. This site's taking me a little longer than they usually do because I'm talking about it, but you can zip through these sites pretty fast. I think I'm at 5 minutes for being in site, which is a long time to be uncloaked in a wormhole. So I recommend starting out practicing in K space where you have your local to help you out. Wormhole space, it's easier to find stuff, but also more dangerous. There's always that trade-off. You don't have local to keep you safe. Oh wow, I have a lot of these. These ones protect you from an attack. So, like, it has 2, so it can protect you from 2 attacks. Something of note, if you have more damage than they have coherence left, they won't deal damage back. You have first strike. Think of it like that. You always have first strike. So if you can kill them before they can deal damage to you. What's here? 50-50. Up here. They're almost never in this corner. Almost never. Ugh. I heard a pop. Sounded like a warp pop. Okay, it's not. Let's use this to get here. Where is it? There it is. Alright. Last can of the site. Nothing of value. Cool. Alright, so that concludes that site. I hope that was helpful. I don't really know what else I could have covered, but definitely in the comments feel free to let me know if there's something I missed. There's always... Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. So just to review real quick. Sites you don't want to warp to. Unsecured, Forgotten, Forsaken. What are some other ones in here? Yeah, those are the main ones. Unsecured, Forsaken, Forgotten. Those are the ones I would avoid, and I'm pretty sure that's the comprehensive list of which ones. There might be another one. If you see something with core, I'm pretty sure core only shows up like the start of it, not like instrumental core reservoir. That's a gas site. Rats will show up in there, but you're not looking for gas sites. That should be everything. So again, if you have questions or comments below, drop them in the comments below and let me know what you're thinking. If you like this video and want to see more like it, hit that like button and subscribe for more Eve tips and game playthroughs. Check out the other videos. I hope to see you around. In the meantime, take care of yourself, and I will see you later.